Hey, this is Cameron, and welcome to the practice log. Whoa. Yeah, alright, so another week has gone by. I don't know if you knew this. I've been pretty secretive about my life, but I am in grad school right now. Yeah, and things are going really well. I feel like I'm making a lot of progress in the music that I'm working on. I played the Mertz arrangement of Schubert's Lobe de Trinnen in masterclass yesterday, I think. And it went better than the first time. It actually felt pretty good. It felt like smooth, everything came out pretty well. That's probably my favorite part of school. Masterclass, and especially as a master's student, I get to play every time, which is fun. I haven't told my teacher this yet, but I'm gonna bring something new to him, because we've mainly just been working on that, which has been good, because before the semester started, I don't think I would have been able to play that, like, under pressure. So I'm feeling a lot better with that now, but I'm ready to kind of ramp things up. So I've been brushing up on the Morel Sonatina. Whoa, yeah, you guys remember that one? And I'm so glad that I spent basically, I think it was like a year or so of my life doing those practice logs and learning all that rep. I learned a lot of rep during that time. So that's just like a free sonatina right there. Like I had to work on it for like 2 or 3 sessions, and I think I have the first movement of the Morel Sonatina back. And not only back, but I've been using a lot of the practice strategies that my teacher has talked to me about, and I feel like it is way more solid than it ever has been before. But that is only possible because I worked so much on it, and my fingerings for it, after looking at them now, they're actually pretty decent, so I'm pretty happy with that. Anywho, this is a practice log. You want me to tell you how practice logs go? First, we make small talk. That's what this is right here. Then I'm going to answer some of your comment questions, so don't click off quite yet just because I'm talking about me. I might be talking about you pretty soon, so hang in there. And then I'm going to play you something that I've been working on. I think for today, it's going to be the Morel Sonatina Movement 1, because I've been feeling pretty good about that. Yeah, I don't know. So my practice is going well. Like, it's mainly consisted of figuring out fingerings and then also a lot of staccato practice. I've been working on a couple of exercises. I'm not going to share them quite yet. I'll share them if I start to notice like a substantial difference in my playing. But yeah, it's been good. How's your practice coming along? Post in the comments. I don't know. Is there any other small talk to make? It's the morning right now. I got up at like 6:45 and it's 8:37 right now. I've been practicing the whole time, so I'm nice and warm. So I'd like to cool off while I talk to you, and then I'll be cold again for when I play for you. Whoa! Anything else you want to talk about? Nah. Let's go ahead and get to some comment questions, shall we? I think we had some good ones here. The most recent comment. Let's see here. Christian Jr. Oh, I answered one of your questions before. You said, hey man, I need advice on what to get my wife's boyfriend for his birthday. You'll probably want to get him some classical guitar strings or something like that. You know, just some like Diodario Pro Arts. Normal tension would be good. Next question. Here we go. This is kind of an interesting one here. Benjamin Mark, you said, Mr. Soar. Please, Mr. Soar is my father. Do you have any advice about the use of a footstool? This is one of the issues keeping me from investing myself in classical guitar. That's one of your issues, using a footstool? Dude, you need to get over it. I've heard they will damage your back. You use one. Have you found this to be true? So you're scared of the footstool, huh? Well, let me try to alleviate some of your fears. I don't think playing with a footstool is going to hurt your back. I don't think any one thing is going to hurt your back. You should probably not sit for longer than an hour, no matter what your seating is. Like, that can be with a footstool, that can be not. It's best to just not sit for too long, because I feel like that's where the strain comes. And keep in mind, I'm someone who cares about my body's health. Like, I'm into, like, working out and fitness and stuff. And I've had back injuries before from doing, like, stupid stuff. Back in the day, like, a little before I started this, when I was in the best shape of my life, I was doing muscle-ups, and I injured my back pretty bad from doing that. I've never injured my back from the footstool, though. Like, sometimes I feel little tweaks happening, but then I just get up and move, and it's always better, you know? So with that, what I would recommend, and I'm not a doctor, by the way, so, you know, don't follow any of this. If you want to take care of your back, I would make sure that your body is just generally healthy. And what that means is, like, work out, you know, do some push-ups, do some pull-ups. That's all I do nowadays. Try to move around, keep yourself healthy, keep your circulation going, you know, 10,000 steps a day, whatever you got to do. And then when you practice guitar, like, are you practicing for just longer than an hour straight? And if so, during that hour, are you wasting any time where you're just kind of noodling or just kind of droning stuff and just not being super attentive and all there? Because if so, that's a really great time to just walk away from the guitar for a little bit. Take a 5-minute break, call your dad or whatever, and then just come back to it when you've regained some focus and kind of had that time to rest your brain. So I don't know. I don't believe you need to sit at the guitar for 3 hours straight in order to get better. And of course the question, why do I use the footstool? It's just the best. It's the best one. And keep in mind, I have all the devices too. Like, I know. I could use them if I want. I really don't like them though. And honestly, what I've been doing, I got this from one of my classmates here, just using the entire freaking thing and just laying it across you. It looks kind of silly. It's very secure though. That with the footstool, and I'm just like, that guitar ain't going anywhere. I love it. So I don't know, nothing beats that. I'll take a little back damage if I have to for a secure guitar, but I'm pretty sure I'm not damaging my back. You say that you're scared of the footstool, and that's what's kind of making you hesitant of playing classical guitar. Well, I assume that you play guitar already. If you're playing guitar like this, in cowboy position, right? That's gonna hurt your back just as bad. I mean, look at the different angles. One of my shoulders is way over here and one shoulder low like this. Like, there's all kinds of imbalances that are gonna come from any position you play guitar in. Or any instrument for that matter, like violin, flutes. This is an issue with everything. Maybe everything except piano, but who wants to play piano, right? Don't even bother with that. Just try not to sit for more than an hour and you'll be fine. Alright, thanks for the question. Let's move on. We're diving in deep with this one. From Professor Gnome. Sore hands, ... Your music is magic. That's from the Vsauce video where I said, nerds are trying to use numbers to talk about music when music is magic, bro. That's what I said, music is magic. That line reminds me of that line from No Country for Old Men. You should admit your situation. There would be more dignity in it. It reminded you of that line? We were staring down the barrel of AI music. Nice metaphor. Sounds like one I would use. Will music still be magic when it is all made by machines? You need to chill out, bro. It's gonna be fine. Can you at least reckon with that instead of trotting out these insipid platitudes like some lemming muttering to himself as he walks off a cliff? Wow, someone's coming in here with an attitude. No attitudes in my comment section, please. I don't really know what you want me to do other than mutter to myself while I march towards a cliff because, like, I don't know what's going to happen with AI music. I can tell you that processed, like, pop music has existed for a long time, and I feel like how we feel about AI music is similar to how we felt about the transition of pop music from, like, the 70s, 80s, 90s into early 2000s and 2010s and even right now, where it was good and it's like real, this is good music, and then it just kind of turns into like hyper processed pop crap. And at the time, that stuff felt really soulless to us, and it's like, this is the state of music right now. But in reality, it's the state of pop music, popular music, anything popular. I feel like just in general is gonna be kind of sloppy and bad, and just like what food's popular, like McDonald's. You know, this is the state of cuisine right now. Like, no, it's just everybody likes McDonald's because most people just don't care. That's why. They'll just eat stuff and it's cheap and it's there and it's good enough. And that's the same thing with pop music. It's just a big industry and it's good enough and it's just some cheap music to just listen to. It doesn't change that at the same time that cheap crap was happening, all the people that you guys love listening to, like Alan Holdsworth, all the classical guys, David Russell was touring during all that. Music goes on, you know, it's still magic. And in fact, it might actually be more magical because the stuff that's popular is so not magic. And by the way, I'm speaking pretty poorly about pop music right now, but there is a place for that, I think. Machines are there to make our lives easier, so we don't have to do crap that we didn't want to do in the first place. For example, like commercial music. A lot of ads that I've seen recently, especially on Instagram, they're just blatantly AI. Like AI music, AI visuals, it's AI. And you know what? I actually kind of enjoy that. At least when I'm certain that I know that something is completely devoid of artistry or meaning or anything at all, I have absolutely no hesitation to skip or zone out and not pay attention to it. It's a little confusing to me when I watch ads and they actually have artists and there's nuance to it and it's good, and I have to like watch this ad and be like, this is an ad selling me Mentos right now, and I feel like I'm about to cry. Like that should never happen. You know, that's like so weird. Ads are just corporate things and they should just be that. They should just be corporate crap that you just don't pay attention to. So I don't know, AI for ad music, I think that that's fine. Same thing with AI visuals. And you know what, there's probably going to be a point in pop music where AI is just kind of accepted, and maybe even there will be Taylor Swift level concerts for like AI artists. I won't be going to it, and I think the people who go to that are probably really stupid, or they just don't care about music like I do, which is also fine, you know? The nuanced stuff will still exist. The magic is still there. In fact, it'll shine even brighter with all this new darkness being introduced into the world. So I'm not worried about it. There's no AI music that's going to make me stop practicing, and especially that will make me stop doing what is the most satisfying and best thing that any of you will ever do in your lives. You think I'm going to say play guitar. It's not that. It is spending so much time on something and having such a long time horizon to achieve something, and then going through that process throughout your life, and then finally arriving at a goal after so much time has passed that the thing that you're pursuing becomes a part of you. That is one of the best things you can do. Anything that you can achieve that's easy, that can be achieved in a day, that is the end of the line for that thing and you've now achieved it, it's not worth doing. It just isn't even worth doing that. Examples of those things: scrolling Instagram, looking at AI videos on Instagram. It's instant gratification, of course. You see the cats, they're cheating on each other. It's funny. And it's worthless. It's bad for you. It's like fast food. Any kind of skill or passion or hobby or anything, that's the stuff to invest in. Relationships, family, that's another one too. There's no AI that'll replace any of this stuff. It certainly is scary. I wouldn't be too scared about it, though. I think it'll be fine. All right, I think that's enough answering questions for now. I kind of want to play some music for you, and then we're going to wrap this thing up. All right, so this is the first movement of the Morel Sonatina. I've been brushing up on it for the past week or so. Check this out. with that, I have all the fingerings written in. I've been doing a lot of staccato practice. I don't know, it just feels more accurate. My hand, especially my right hand, feels more agile than it had before. Yeah, I'm gonna take that to my teacher this Tuesday, and we'll see how he likes it. He said that he was really into the Morel Sonatina, so it'd be really cool to play the Morel Sonatina in a recital, like after having played it by then for 4 years with like a lot of help. Alright, I think we can wrap this one up here, so let's go ahead and do that. Of course, if you made it this far, be sure to subscribe and leave a like. Thanks for hanging out with me in these more casual episodes where we're not watching Chet Atkins or Vsauce or whoever. Oh yeah, one of you mentioned they were trying to figure it out, do I have a Canadian accent? No, I don't. I'm not from Canada. Post in the comments, what's my accent? Of course, head on down over to Rootin's Delight for some merch. There's a Patreon, there's a member section. Alright, well, next one's gonna be a reaction video, of course, so I'll see you in the next one.